Thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for inviting me. Yeah.
For our viewers, can you please start by introduce yourself, your role, and the company you work for?
So I'm Gene Shreve. I'm a senior system engineer for a small defense contractor in Huntsville, Alabama called i3 Corporations. And we mostly provide government services, engineering services to the Department of Defense. And that ranges anywhere from, project management to, model-based system engineering like we're going to talk about today, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, aeronautical, hypersonics is something that the company's really big into. And we're starting to dab even into AI for our government customers.
Why MBSE is so important to you and your company?
Oh, this is one of my passions. I've been working in defense on and off for 30 years. And, I'm not in the military, but I come from a military family. The bottom line is we're trying to support our soldiers and give them state-of-the-art, platforms to keep them safe and to make sure that they all come home. And the problems that we're facing today are just getting more complex. So what model-based system engineering does is it allows us a means to manage that complexity, divide it up into smaller chunks that are much more manageable, and at the same time, give us a format to where we can communicate from the lowest, engineer, that's working on a project all the way up to the general. So that's why I think MBSE, in the digital thread, is a game changer. And I think it's very much needed as we move into the next phase of engineering and everything we have going on.
By the way, I see your polo is CSML V2.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about
Yeah, so I also I support the OMG. So i3 is a member of OMG, and so we're part of that standards body. And we've been developing CSML V2 for 7 years. I've been part of that team for 6 of those years.
Okay.
Working with Mr. Sandy Friedenthal, Ned Sweetowitz, who are the chairs for V2, and so doing everything I can to help mature that and influence the standards. That way it meets the needs for system engineers as we go forward.
What do you think this CSML V2, but also CATIA Magic, what are the biggest driver of the implementation in your company?
So MBSE is one aspect within that digital engineering. I call it the digital engineering thread, right? People talk about the digital twin, and that's something that we're big into. But in order to develop a digital twin, you got to have threads through your engineering process that dynamically link information from the different engineering disciplines together. You guys have been on the forefront helping define the standard with us, and then we watched a demo the other day to where without any code we had Teamwork Cloud up with the standard API, and then another tool that implemented the V2 standard API, and they were readily just sharing information back and forth, and it was wonderful to see. So that's probably the main driver behind V2 and the tools that we have today is just being able to effectively execute a digital engineering thread. In V1, we would tie things together and it was kind of clunky. We'd have limited success there. V2 is the enabler for that, though. It's going to make it happen.
And especially with AI and the digital companion, virtual companion, we can really start to have a better help within those two
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you, Gene, for being with us today.
My pleasure. Yeah.
Thank you for your time and for sharing such a valuable insight.
Yes.